Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. To start with the name of Allah, who is the most merciful and the most beneficent. Assalamu alaikum to all of you and welcome to your English class. I hope all of you will be fine by the grace of Allah Almighty. Today is 21 April 2021 and the day is Wednesday. And today our topic is again reading comprehension. We will read out this paragraph and at the end we will answer some questions that are related to this paragraph. So let's start. Read the passage and answer the following questions. Winter is cold in some places. Many plants do not grow during winter. Some plants die. Snow and ice may cover the ground. It can be hard for animals to find food during winter. Animals get through this time in many ways. Birds and butterflies can fly. Many of them do not stick around for the winter. They leave. They go to places with nice weather. Then they come home in spring. We call this migration. Migrating is a good way to avoid the cold. This is the one way that they have described. Migrating is one way by which animal can avoid winter season. Which animal migrate during winter? Birds and butterfly. Another good way to avoid the cold is to sleep through it. Many animals hide during the winter. Their bodies slow down. They save their energy. They do not eat. They live off their fat. They do this until food returns. We call this hibernation. Snakes, frogs, and bears hibernate. So the second way to avoid cold is hibernation. This is the process in which animals sleep and they hide themselves during winter and they come out when the winter is over. Which animals hibernate? Snakes, frog, and bears. Some animals store food in their homes. They do not sleep all winter, but they do much less. They live on what they saved in the summer and fall. This is what squirrel, rivers, and raccoons do. Skunk do this too. And the third way to avoid winter is to save from cold is that some animals save food in summer and fall for the winter time and they use that food in winter. The animals, squirrel, rivers, raccoons, and skunks do this during winter. Other animals tough it out. They do not leave, they do not hide, they must survive. Sometimes nature helps them out. Some animals grow thicker coats in the winter, other animals change color. The Arctic fox is brown in summer, his coat turns white in the winter. This is the most interesting thing to know, that the color of fox is brown in summer and the color turns to white in winter. Some animals migrate, some animals hibernate, some animals save food for winter, but others have to survive through it, but they do not hide. They have thicker coat on themselves to save them from cold. And some animals change color, just like Arctic fox change its color. Winter may be pretty, it is nice to see snow on the trees, but it is dangerous too. People are also at risk. You can get frostbitten or worse. How do you beat the winter? Do you wear a thick coat? Do you stay inside or do you live somewhere warm? So think about it. What do you do in winter to avoid winter and to avoid cold? Think an answer of it. Now moving on to the next, circle the correct answer. Which animals migrate during the winter? So what we have read, which animals migrate? Yes, birds and butterflies migrate during the winter. Next question is, which animals survive winter by eating stored food? So which animals eat stored foods? Squirrels, rivers, raccoons and skunk do this. These are the animals that store food. How does a hibernating animal survive? So how a hibernating animal survive? What do they do in hibernation? They hide during the winter and save their energy. Next question is, how would a thicker coat help an animal survive winter? So how a coat helps an animal to survive? Yes, a thicker coat protects animals from cold and snow in winter. As you all know, we also wear thicker coat in winter to keep ourselves safe from cold. Which title would best describe this text? So what can be the title of this text? Yes, I have suggested a title that winter would be best describe this text. You can write any other title if you think that is the best title. We have read about winter in this paragraph, so I gave the title winter. Write the meaning of following words. Here some words are given and you will write the meanings of those words in this column. The first word is migrating. So what does migrating mean? It means to move from one place to other. As we have read that the birds fly from one place to other to avoid winter, that is migrating. Avoid. Avoid means keep oneself away. That means that oneself anyone keep himself away from something, that is avoid. Hibernate. What is hibernation? The process of hide and slow down in winter is called hibernation. This is the process that some animals do during the winter. Dangerous. Dangerous means harmful. Frost. What does frost mean? The process of freezing or the layer of ice, that is harmful. Moving on to the next activity, use the words given above to make meaningful sentences. Here the words are given of which we have written meanings. Then now we will use these words to make sentences. The first word is migrating. I have written a sentence, we are migrating to Lahore. Avoid. Avoid abusive language. This is not a good thing that we use abusive language, so we should avoid it. We should keep ourselves away from abusive language. Hibernate. Bear hibernate in winter. Dangerous. Dangerous means harmful. Fire is dangerous for us. And the last word is frost. The frost killed these flowers. These were the some sentences that I made. You can make any other sentences that you like. This is your home task. You will learn this worksheet. You will learn this comprehension. But you will not learn as it is answers that I have written. You will find out the answer from the comprehension by yourself and you will practice it at home. But these words and meaning you will learn the same that I have written here. Other things are not compulsory that you can learn this. You can learn any other answer. You can write any other answer that you think is good from comprehension. Thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.